students, welcome to Dakshina E-Classroom. So guys, here we are solving exercise of center of mass, in which we have exercise 1 where we have sections divided by topics. So first section has calculations of center of mass, questions from this topic. So first question is A1, the center of mass of a body A lies always at the geometrical center, lies always within the body or inside the body, lies always outside the body, lies within or outside the body. So the center of mass of a body, we know that if the body is symmetric, if it is symmetric about some point, about some particular point, then the center of mass will lie at that point only. Like we have a disc or we have a ring, then the center of mass lies at the center. If you have square plate or if we have a rod of uniform mass distribution, then the center of mass lies at the geometrical center, correct? But now if we don't have symmetric mass distribution, if we have some different non-uniform mass distribution, or if it is not symmetric about some point, then the center of mass may lie, or definitely it will not lie at the center of the body or geometrical center of the body. So let's say we have solved a problem where this density of the rod was varying from here to here. It was increasing, the density was increasing. So the center of mass was lying somewhere here. The center of mass will lie at a point where the mass density is more. The mass of the system is in some region. If the mass of the system is more, then center of mass will tend to lie towards that region, correct? Now, so it is not going to lie always at the geometrical center. So first is wrong. Lies always inside the body. Inside the body means the body where the mass is actually there. So center of mass will always lie at the inside the body. Is it correct? So we have some cases, like if we have a ring, so center of the mass is completely distributed at this region. It is completely distributed over this part, but center of mass is lying here. If we talk about the half ring, then mass is distributed over here, but center of mass is lying here at 2r by pi. So it is not always lying inside the body or inside the region where actually mass is there. It is lying somewhere outside the body. This is actual body, half ring is this, complete ring is this, but center of mass is lying here. So lies always inside the body is wrong. Lies always outside the body, this is also wrong, because when we talk about this rod, it is lying inside the body. Clear? So it is lying outside the body, inside the body, not at the geometrical center. So fourth option is lies within or outside the body. This is correct. It may lie within the body or outside the body. So fourth option is correct. First section has very simple questions, or if you talk about the complete exercise 1, it has very simple questions. All of you can solve these questions. So please try to solve. First try to attempt and try it 2-3 times so that you will be able to solve it. And then if you have some problem in some question, then you can come to the solution. A2. A body has its center of mass at origin, correct. The x-coordinate of the particles. Center of mass is lying at origin. It means whatever mass we have in positive x-axis or whatever distribution we have in positive x-axis, it should be same in the negative x-axis. Similar, if there is some mass in y-axis, similar mass distribution should be there in negative y-axis. Then only the center of mass will lie at origin. So a body has its center of mass at the origin. The x-coordinate of the particle. First, maybe all positive? No. If all the x-coordinate or all the masses are distributed in positive x region, then center of mass will lie in positive x region. If all of them are in negative x region, then center of mass will lie in negative x region. So first is wrong, second is wrong. Must be all non-negative. Must be all non-negative. इसका मतलब क्या बोल रहे हैं कि सारे के सारे non-negative. तो again, if they are non-negative means positive and 0. So some of the mass is lying on origin and some of the mass is lying on the positive side. Then definitely the center of mass will lie at the positive side. So all three are wrong. So fourth will be correct. Fourth, may be positive or some particles are negative in other particles. ठीक है? May be positive for some particles and negative for some other particles. Correct? Some will be lying in positive, some will be lying in negative, and that's how we are going to have the center of mass at origin. So they are using maybe. It means if all the masses are lying at origin, that is also possible, and origin is neither positive nor negative. So if all the masses are lying at origin, then center of mass will be at origin, or if some of the particles are at positive, some of the particles are at negative, then also we are going to have center of mass at origin. Correct? So fourth option will be correct in this question also. Question number A3. All the particles of a body are situated at a distance r from origin. All the particles are of a body are situated at a r distance from origin. Clear? The distance of the center of mass of the body from the origin is. So all the particles are at r distance from origin. There might be two cases. Like we can have this kind of distribution. All the particles are at r distance from origin. So it will be a circle. The masses will be lying at a circle. Okay? All of these are at r distance from origin. Where the center of mass will lie? It will lie at. It may lie. So here we have mass distribution. And now they are not saying that all the masses are same. They are not defining anything about the masses. They may be have different mass. ये m हुआ, ये 2m हुआ, ये 4m हुआ. Clear? So here what we have? Here we have mass distribution in this area. And definitely if we talk about the center of mass, it will lie in this region only. इस region में lie करेगा ना ये. बाहर तो कहीं lie नहीं कर जाएगा. ठीक है? If we have more mass in this region, if we have more mass in this region, then y coordinate will be in this region. If we have more mass in this region, then y coordinate will be in this region. If we have more mass in x, this positive x, then x coordinate will be somewhere here. If we have here, then it will be somewhere here. So definitely whatever be the distribution, the center of mass is going to lie inside the circle. This is the first case. Now if we have all the masses same, then where the center of mass will lie? It will lie at the origin. If all the masses are same, then it has become a ring kind of thing, ring kind of distribution. Then the center of mass will lie at the center. Now let's talk about another case. All the masses are at r distance from origin. So let's say this is r distance and all the masses are here only. Complete mass of the system is here. Then where the center of mass will lie? It will lie at r only. If all the masses are at r, then center of mass will be at r. Clear? All the masses are at r distance from origin. So in this case what we have? Center of mass is lying at distance equals to r. In this case it is lying at the distance less than r. And if we have all the masses are same, then it is lying at the origin. So basically center of mass will lie at x or the distance, let's say distance from origin is d. The distance of center of mass from origin is d, then it will lie at a distance which is equal to r or less than r. So it is going to lie, the center of mass is going to lie at r or less than r. Less than r का case भी हमने देख लिया. So if all these are same, then it will be at origin. If the mass distribution is not symmetric about this origin, then we may have the center of mass will lie somewhere here, depending on the mass distribution. And if all the masses are lying at this point, then center of mass will be at r. So basically center of mass will lie at less than or equal to r distance from origin. So answer will be second option. Okay? Question number A4. Where will be the center of mass on combining two masses small n and capital M, where capital M is greater than small m, will lie? So we have two masses M and capital M. Capital M is greater than small m. So they are saying the distance of where the center of mass will lie. So now in this case we have solved, and also we know that when we have these two masses, the center of mass will lie somewhere on this line. If these two masses are same, it will lie at midpoint. If this mass is bigger, it will lie somewhere here. And if this mass is bigger, then it will lie somewhere here. So now in this case we have m greater than this. It means the center of mass will is going to lie near to the capital M. So options we have towards small m, second towards capital M, third between m and m. That is correct. Question 4, option 4, anywhere. So towards m, towards small m, this is wrong. Towards capital M, this is correct. Third है between m and small m. That is definitely correct for two particles, but we have to use we have to answer the most appropriate answer. So it will be towards capital M. So answer will be second option. A5. A uniform solid cone of height 40 cm is shown in the figure. Solid cone, we have derived the center of mass for solid cone. A uniform solid cone of height 40 meter is shown in the figure. The distance of center of mass of the cone from point B. Point B is the center of base. center of base. We have solved that from center of base, the height of the center of mass will be at h by 4, where h is the height of the solid cone. So if we have a solid cone having height capital H and this is the base center, then from here at h by 4 the center of mass is going to lie. Clear? So height is given as 40 centimeter. So center of mass will lie at fourth option, which is 10 centimeter, which is h by 4. So center of mass is going to lie at 10 centimeter from the base center. Base center matlab this point B. Clear? Now question number A6. In the HCl molecule, the separation between the nuclei of two atoms is about 1.27 angstrom. Clear? Angstrom means 10 to the power minus 10 meter. The approximate location of the center of mass of the molecule, distance from, where we have to tell the distance from hydrogen atom. We have to tell the distance of center of mass from the hydrogen atom, assuming that chlorine atom is about 35.5 times massive as hydrogen is. So let's say its mass is m, then it is going to be 35.5 m. Very simple problem. So simply we have two particles, one is of mass m, another is of mass 35.5 m, and the distance between them is 1.27. Let's say this is origin. We have to find out the distance of center of mass from this point. So इसी को हम origin ले लेते हैं. Its coordinate will be 0,0 and its coordinate will be 1.27 angstrom, 0. So now location of center of mass, x of center of mass, which will be distance from the H atom, which will be the distance from hydrogen atom. So what we are getting? We will get m1x1. m1x1 is m into 0 plus m2x2, 35.5 m into 1.27 angstrom divided by total mass. This plus this, 36.5 m. From here this is 0, m से m cancel हुआ. Now we are getting 1.27 into 355 divided by 365. This is definitely, this is going to be less than 1. This is smaller, this is bigger, or almost very close, 355, 365. So it will be less than 1. Clear? Now this will be less than 1. This quantity will be less than 1. So now what I can write? We have answers 1 angstrom, 2.5 angstrom, 1.24 angstrom and 1.5 angstrom. So definitely it is 1.27 and this one is less than 1. If it is less than 1, so आप अगर 1.27 में if you multiply less than 1, it is going to be less than 1.27, है ना? अगर आप 2 में 1 से कुछ छोटा मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो 2 से छोटा आएगा. So 1.27 into something less than 1 will give us the quantity less than 1.27. So this cannot be the answer. This cannot be the answer. Now for this to be answered, this quantity should be 1 by 1.27. ठीक है? इसका मतलब 355 by 365. You can definitely calculate. कोई दिक्कत नहीं. 355 by 365 यूं आ जाएगा. बट अगर आप और फास्ट करना चाहते हो तो यहाँ से आप डायरेक्टली ऑप्शन देखोगे. आप देखो कि भाई 355 by 365 1 by 1.27 तो नहीं हो सकता. इसको अगर आप इससे डिवाइड करोगे तो आपको 1.27 नहीं मिलेगा. सो 1 cannot be the answer. सिर्फ ये पॉसिबिलिटी है. तो आप बिल्कुल इसको कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो वेरी फास्ट. बट अगर आप और फास्ट आंसर करना चाहते हो, जस्ट लुक एट द ऑप्शंस. मोस्ट एप्रोप्रिएट दीज टू कैनॉट बी द आंसर. इन दोनों में ये भी नहीं हो सकता क्योंकि इन दोनों का मल्टीप्लिकेशन 1 तो डेफिनेटली नहीं आएगा. डेफिनेटली इट विल बी 1.24. सो आंसर विल बी थर्ड ऑप्शन 1.24 angstrom. A7, two spherical bodies of mass capital M and 5m and radii r and 2r respectively are released in free space with initial separation between their centers equal to 12 r. If they attract each other due to gravitational force only, then the distance covered by the smaller body just before collision is. So basically this is you can say this is the question of motion of center of mass, जिसमें because we do not have any external force on the system, there are two masses, one is m, another is 5m, and they are attracting each other because of gravitational force. So it is a mutual attraction between the two bodies. Clear? There is no external force acting on m plus 5m system. So what we can do, we can say center of mass is not going to move from its place. So it is the question of motion of center of mass. Clear? So we have a mass capital M and has radius capital R, and another mass which is 5m and has radius capital 2 capital R. And now they are saying that distance between their centers is 9r. I'm sorry, distance between their center is 12r. So now already we have 2r plus r. So how much distance left? 9r. So distance between them or the periphery of the two masses is 9r. Now we have to find out if they attract each other due to gravitational force only, then the distance covered by the smaller body just before collision is. So they are going to attract each other and move towards each other. So the moment when they are going to collide, at that moment what will be the distance covered by this mass? Clear? So if they are going to collide, it means their periphery will be very close or they will be touching each other. So let's say this smaller mass has covered distance x. So now to touch, this should cover how much? 9r minus x. So this has covered x, this has covered 9r minus x, and now they are like this. One is here and another one is here. M and 5m. Clear? So this one has covered a distance x, this one has covered a distance 9r minus x. And by now you must have completed the lecture of motion of center of mass. So from there, what we can write? We can write, we have done that m1 delta x1 is equal to m2 delta x2. ये किया था हमने. m1 delta x1 is equal to m2 delta x2. Displacement of 1, displacement of 2. Or just if we are talking about just the magnitude. Clear? So यहाँ पे क्या है? m into इसने कितना चला? x is equal to इसने कितना चला? इसका है 5m into इसने चला है 9r minus x. क्लियर है? तो यहाँ से हमारे पास क्या जाएगा? m से m गया, x is equal to 45r minus 5x. So we have 6x is equal to 45r. So x is equal to 45 by 6 r. So 45 by 6 will be 15 by 2, which is 7.5 r. So this one has covered how much? 7.5 r. And definitely ये छोटा मास है, दोनों पे फोर्स सेम लग रहा है. अगर हम थोड़ा सा मैकेनिज्म समझना चाहें, दोनों पे फोर्स सेम लग रहा है. This has a smaller mass, this will have more acceleration, so it will move more distance in the same time. है ना? दोनों यहाँ पे आए, दोनों को यहाँ पे आने में टाइम t लगा. This will move more distance, this will cover less distance. क्लियर है ये चीज? और ये इसमें ज्यादा कंफ्यूज होने की जरूरत नहीं है. Just what we have to do, एक्चुअल में हमारे पास इक्वेशन क्या आता है? m1 delta x1 is equal to m2 delta x2 with a minus. And why this is happening? Because one is moving in this direction, another one is moving in this direction. Clear? So in that case, if you are taking this one positive, this one you will take negative, and negative will become positive. So what else you can do? Whatever distance this has covered, whatever distance this has covered, just take the magnitude. m1 delta x1 is equal to m2 delta x2. That way you can do, or you can take the डायरेक्शंस फॉर बोथ. दिस वन हैज कवर्ड x, है ना, इधर आया है. अब इसने कितना कवर किया है? 9r minus x. Clear? With a minus because it is moving in this direction. So both ways you can do. So the smaller mass will cover how much distance? 7.5 r. Now question number 8. The distance between the carbon atom and the oxygen atom in a carbon monoxide molecule is 1.1 angstrom. Given mass of carbon atom is 12 amu and mass of oxygen atom is 16 amu. Calculate the position of the center of mass. This is also very simple. Here we have 12 amu. Let's say it is 12 m and it is 16 m, and their distance between them is 1.1 angstrom. So what we want to find out? Let's say this is carbon atom, this is oxygen atom. Let's say this is the origin. So from here, its coordinate are 0, 0. So this will be 0. Now 16 m is located at 1.1 divided by total mass of the system. So it will be 28 m. So we have 4.4 by 7 angstrom. So it will be 0.63 angstrom. It will be 0.63 angstrom. Now this is the distance of center of mass from which mass? This is the distance of center of mass from which mass? It is from here, because we are taking this as 0, 0 and this is the x of center of mass. So it will be distance from the carbon atom. So distance from carbon atom is 0.63 angstrom. Clear? Now we have question number A9. three identical metal balls, each of radius small are placed touching each other on a horizontal surface such that an equilateral triangle is formed. When centers of the three balls are joined, the center of the mass of the system will be located at. So here we have symmetric mass distribution. So directly we can say that the center of mass will lie at the geometrical center. And now here, what is the geometry of the system? So here we have three masses. They are located such that they are forming an equilateral triangle when their centers are joined. So it will be something like this. Clear? So now we have three spheres of radius small r and all are identical m, r, m, r, m and r. Now their centers are, when we are joining the centers, they are forming an equilateral triangle. So the center of mass will lie at the geometrical center of the equilateral triangle. And in the 10th we have studied in geometry that the centroid is the center of this triangle, and centroid is formed when you are drawing the medians. These are the medians which are drawn from this point, and it is dividing this at the center, or it is bisecting the side. It is bisecting the side. It is bisecting the side. So basically this is the centroid, and it is the intersection of all three medians. So the geometrical center of this system is the intersection point of the three medians. So यहाँ पे ऑप्शन से हमारे पास horizontal surface, center of one of the balls, wrong. Line joining centers of any two balls. So they are saying that any two balls, उनके जो line joining है उसके center पे होगा. This is wrong. कैसे होगा यहाँ पे? Because we have everything symmetrical, the center of mass will lie at the geometrical center. And here we are seeing that what we can assume, if this has mass m, this has mass m, this has mass m. So what we can consider, just forget about the complete sphere. What we can say that the center of mass for this sphere is this point, its center. So mass m is lying here. So basically what we have, m is here, m is here, m is here. Where the center of mass will lie? At the geometrical center of the system, and it will be the intersection point of medians. Clear? So the center of mass will lie at point of intersection of the medians. Question number 8 and center of mass is a point, first, which is geometrical center of body. Incorrect. It is not always correct, right? Second, from which distance of particles are same? No. We have seen if the symmetricity is not there, then center of mass is not at the same distance from all the particles. When we have seen that one mass is bigger, like here we can see, here the center of mass is lying at 0.63 and कितना बचा हमारे पास? ये बचा 0.63, 1.1, so ये 0.47. So एक mass 0.63 पे है ना? If we see from here, it is lying at 0.47 from this location, and this is lying at 0.63 from the location of center of mass. It means we can say that it is not at the same distance from the particles are not at the same distance from the center of mass. So from which distance of particles are same? This is also wrong. Third option, where the whole mass of the body is supposed to be concentrated. This is the perfect answer. That where the whole mass of the body is supposed to be concentrated. Clear? So this will be the answer, third option. And fourth was, which is the origin of reference frame? So this has no sense. Clear? So answer will be the third option. Question number A11, choose the correct statement about the center of mass of a system of two particles. They are talking about the two particle system. The center of mass lies on the line joining the two particles midway between them. This is wrong. If the masses are equal, then it will lie at the center point. So first is wrong. Second, the center of mass lies on the line joining them at a point whose distance from each particle is inversely proportional to the mass of that particle. This I have derived in the lecture. So क्या आता है? जिसका मास ज़्यादा है उसका सेंटर ऑफ मास से डिस्टेंस कम होता है, जिसका मास कम है उसका सेंटर ऑफ मास से डिस्टेंस ज्यादा होता है. डेफिनेटली द सेंटर ऑफ मास इज गोइंग टू लाई क्लोज टू द बिगर मास, ठीक है। सो बिगर मास से डिस्टेंस कम होगा, स्मॉलर मास से डिस्टेंस ज्यादा होगा। सो सेंटर ऑफ मास लाइज ऑन द लाइन जॉइनिंग them at a point whose distance from each particle is inversely proportional to the mass of that particle, ठीक है। ज्यादा मास कम डिस्टेंस, कम मास ज्यादा डिस्टेंस। So second option is correct. Third, the center of mass lies on the line joining them at a point whose distance from each particle is proportional to the square of mass of that particle. No sense, कोई सेंस ही नहीं है, ठीक है। फोर्थ मतलब बेसिकली रॉन्ग है, यहाँ पे बिल्कुल सेंस ये बन रहा है कि उसके जो मास के स्क्वायर पे डिपेंड करेगा द डिस्टेंस। दिस इज रॉन्ग। फोर्थ, द सेंटर ऑफ मास ऑन द लाइन जॉइनिंग इज लाइन, द सेंटर ऑफ मास इज गोइंग टू lie on the line joining them at a point whose distance from each particle is proportional to the mass of that particle. It means more mass मतलब ज्यादा distance, less mass मतलब कम distance. No, this is also wrong. सो आंसर तो हमें पहले ही मिल गया, वैसे भी सेकंड ऑप्शन इज द करेक्ट आंसर। और हमारे पास सारे तो सिंगल ऑप्शन करेक्ट ही होते हैं, वंस यू गॉट एन आंसर फिर तो सोचना नहीं है, बट समटाइम्स मोस्ट अप्रोप्रिएट आंसर देखना होता है, इसलिए हमें चारों ऑप्शन देख लेने चाहिए। Question number A12, the center of mass of a system of two particles divides the distance between them in inverse ratio of square of masses of particle. Wrong. Indirect ratio of square of masses of particle. Square वाला आता ही नहीं है। फिर in inverse ratio of masses of the particle. Correct. जो line joining जो है line joining two particles वो किस तरीके से डिवाइड होती है? It divides such that the distance of the masses are इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द मास, ठीक है। ज्यादा डिस्टेंस कम मास, कम डिस्टेंस ज्यादा मास, ठीक। इन डायरेक्ट रेशियो ऑफ मासेस ऑफ पार्टिकल, बेसिकली A11 एंड A12 आर द सेम क्वेश्चन हैविंग डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस, सो आंसर विल बी थर्ड ऑप्शन। क्वेश्चन नंबर A13, अ क्रिकेट बैट इज कट एट द लोकेशन ऑफ इट्स सेंटर ऑफ मास एज शोन, देन द टू पीसेस विल हैव द सेम मास, द बॉटम पीस विल हैव लार्जर मास, द हैंडल पीस विल हैव लार्जर मास, mass of the handle piece is double the mass of the bottom piece. So basically what we have, center of mass, अगर आप center of mass, जैसे यहाँ पे हमारे पास क्या है, ये बैट को इस तरीके से कट किया है, यहाँ पे कट किया where the center of mass was lying, ठीक है। This was the location of center of mass and यहाँ से हमने इसको कट कर दिया, so now we have two pieces like this. So now they are saying the two pieces will have same mass. तो yes बिल्कुल, अब यहाँ पे अगर here we have a uniform, not uniform but a continuous mass distribution, ठीक है। हमारे पास क्या है? continuous mass distribution। अब आप देखो कि इधर वाला जो मास है, ये मास और ये मास, ये m1 है एंड ये m2 है। now this is the location of center of mass। तो इधर इस सेंटर ऑफ मास के इधर जितना मास लाई कर रहा होगा उतना इधर मास लाई कर रहा होगा, तभी तो सेंटर ऑफ मास यहाँ पे आया, ठीक है। If we have m mass here, then center of mass will lie here at the center point. So now यहाँ पे क्या है? इस पॉइंट को अगर आप देखो, this is the location of center of mass. तो इसके इधर भी उतना ही मास होगा, इसके इधर भी उतना ही मास होगा, तभी तो center of mass यहाँ पे लाई कर रहा है। क्लियर है ये चीज? तो both the parts will have the same mass. So एक बार मिल गया आंसर, then other options will be wrong. The bottom piece will have larger mass. अगर bottom piece, अगर ये piece का मास ज्यादा होता, ठीक है, if this part has more mass, this part has less mass, तो फिर center of mass तो इधर कुछ इधर लाई करता। क्लियर? The handle piece will have larger mass. If this one has larger mass, then center of mass will lie somewhere here. क्योंकि इस point के about अगर आप देखो, इधर ज्यादा mass है तो center of mass will shift here. इधर ज्यादा mass है तो center of mass will shift here. Not shift मतलब इसकी location इधर होगी। क्लियर? शिफ्ट का मतलब ये नहीं कि मूव करके चला जाएगा, नो। अगर ये ज्यादा मास है तो लोकेशन इधर होगी, ये ज्यादा मास है तो लोकेशन इधर होगी। मास ऑफ हैंडल पीस इज डबल द मास ऑफ द बॉटम पीस। अगर ये डबल हुआ तो सेंटर ऑफ मास विल डेफिनेटली लाई एट दिस रीजन, ठीक है। सो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन विल बी करेक्ट, ऑल अदर ऑप्शंस आर रॉन्ग। नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर A14, the center of mass of triangle shown in figure has coordinates. So now here we have a triangle, this is y, this is x and this is h, this is b. So where the center of mass will lie? So अब यहाँ पे ध्यान से देखो, अगर ये क्या होता, ये complete rectangle अगर होता, then the center of mass will lie at half of this and half of this, मतलब h by 2 and या फिर x coordinate will be b by 2 and this will be h by 2, y coordinate will be h by 2, है ना। इसके ज्योमेट्रिकल सेंटर पे लाई करेगा, So this will be h by 2, this will be b by 2. Clear है ये चीज? So if it was complete, then center of mass would have lied at b by 2 and h by 2. But now हमने क्या किया, हमने ऊपर का मास निकाल दिया. So here there is no mass. So now if we compare with the rectangle, in rectangle we had a symmetric mass distribution, but when we have removed this part from the rectangle, now we have more mass in this region. We have more mass in this region. So definitely the center of mass is going to shift in this region. इसका मतलब b by 2 से छोटा होगा, है ना? यहाँ से भी हमने, इस पार्ट से भी हमने कुछ मास निकाल दिया. हमने क्या किया है, we have removed some mass. b by 2 के इधर का जो मास था हमने वो भी कुछ निकाल दिया, और h by 2 के ऊपर का जो कुछ मास था वो भी हमने निकाल दिया. ठीक है? So now this will come below h by 2 and b by 2 से भी इधर आएगा. ठीक है? तो अब h by 2 और b by 2 दोनों के इधर आएगा. तो अब ऑप्शंस देख लेते हैं. So first option है x is equal to h by 2, y is equal to b by 2. This is wrong. Second है x is equal to b by 2, y is equal to h by 2. So basically it is showing this option. This is also wrong. That is correct when we have complete rectangle. So third is x is equal to b by 3 and y is equal to h by 3. Yes, ये हो सकता है. x is equal to h by 3 and y is equal to b by 3. So x must be less than b by 2. So यहाँ पे हमारे पास है b by 3 and y must be less than h by 2. So here we have h by 3 in third option. And fourth में है x is equal to h by 3 and y is equal to b by 3. Now here x is equal to h by 3 आने के लिए and y is equal to b by 3 आने के लिए we should have some relation between b and h, जो कि यहाँ पे गिवन हमें नहीं है. तो सिंपली आपका जो आंसर आएगा वो थर्ड होगा. बट डेफिनेटली आपका ये टास्क है, इट इज योर होमवर्क, कि आपको कंटिन्यूअस मास डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में जो हम क्या करते हैं, इंटीग्रेशन करके हम फाइंड आउट करते हैं कि वेयर विल बी द सेंटर ऑफ मास लोकेटेड, ये आपको इस वाले में करना है. आंसर तो हमें आ गया x is equal to b by 3 and y is equal to h by 3, but we have to do इसका. अगर आप कंटिन्यूअस मास डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हम कैसे करते हैं, जस्ट कंसीडर दैट वी हैव रॉड्स हियर. ठीक है? यहाँ पे रॉड की लेंथ क्या होगी, इट विल बी b. फिर इसकी रॉड की लेंथ विल स्टार्ट डिक्रीजिंग. सो व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, वी आर टेकिंग एलिमेंटल मास टू बी रॉड. ठीक है? रॉड लेकर के उसको यहाँ से यहाँ इंटीग्रेट करेंगे. नाउ द लेंथ ऑफ द रॉड इज डिक्रीजिंग. तो मैंने क्या किया, आई एम गोइंग टू अ हाइट y एंड यहाँ पे हम dy विड्थ की एक रॉड ले रहे हैं, dy विड्थ की एक रॉड ले रहे हैं. ठीक है? अब इस पूरे का सिग्मा वी कैन फाइंड आउट. ठीक है ना? तो यहाँ पे क्या है, टोटल एरिया, टोटल मास इसका मान लो कैपिटल M है, तो सिग्मा क्या आ जाएगा, सिग्मा विल बी मास डिवाइडेड बाय एरिया. एरिया इज हाफ BH, so it is 2m by BH is the sigma. ठीक है? Can you find out this dm? dm will be sigma into dA. sigma कितना है, 2m divided by BH into dA क्या है, area of this. So length कितनी है, can we find out the length? हाँ, तो आपके पास है h by b. If this is theta, so here we have tan theta is equal to b by h, and in this case this length is y. So ये कितनी बची, this is h minus y. So now here we can write b by h, or this length we want to find out L divided by h minus y. यहाँ से हमारे पास आ गया L is equal to h minus y by h into b. So now here we have area. So length into width is dy. Length कितनी है, h minus y by h into b into its length into its width dy. So this is the dm. अब इसका center of mass कहाँ lie करेगा, so we have a rod which is uniform, so its center of mass will lie at this point. कहाँ पे lie करेगा, at L by 2 पे lie करेगा. So अब आप क्या कर सकते हो, x dm divided by integration dm and y dm divided by integration dm. इससे आप इसके x and y कोऑर्डिनेट निकाल सकते हैं. So this will be your सिग्मा निकालना सीखो, dm निकालना सीखो, da निकालना सीखो, एलिमेंटल मास लेना सीखो, एंड देन वी कैन फाइंड आउट द लोकेशन ऑफ सेंटर ऑफ मास फॉर कंटिन्यूअस मास डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. क्लियर है? सो इसमें हमारा आंसर आएगा h by 3, b by 3 and h by 3. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर A15. In A15 we have 4 particles which are having some velocity. All the 4 particles are of equal masses and they are moving with same speed, but their directions are different. In which of the following combination the center of mass will remain at origin? in which of the following combinations the center of mass will remain at origin. So here we have 4 particles. This is a symmetric D, C, B and A. Now this is moving in this direction, this is moving in this direction, this one is moving in this direction and this one is moving in this direction. So for which combination we are going to have the center of mass remain at origin, in which case it will remain at origin? C and B. If we talk about C and B, center of mass of C and B is at this point, and when they will move in this direction, it will move like this, center of mass will move like this, है ना? इन दोनों का center of mass, if they are equal masses and they are moving with equal speed, their center of mass is initially lying here and it will move in this direction, because after some time C will be here, B will be here, again center of mass will be here. So center of mass is moving towards origin, it is not at the origin. A and B, A and B. So initially their center of mass is here and then when they will come closer, है ना, तब भी सेंटर ऑफ मास कहाँ होगा? इसी जगह होगा, क्योंकि ये जितना डिस्टेंस इधर आएगा उतना ही डिस्टेंस ये भी इधर आएगा. Masses are same, center of mass will still lie here, but it is not at the origin. So remain at origin बोला तो सबसे पहले यही चेक कर लो कि किनका सेंटर ऑफ मास ओरिजिन पे लाई कर रहा है. तो C and B का तो पहले ही लाई नहीं कर रहा है, A and B का लाई नहीं कर रहा है. A and C, center of mass of A and C is lying already at origin, and when it is moving in this direction and this is moving in this direction, again it is symmetric. After some time this will be here and this will be here. So again उन दोनों का distance will be same, center of mass will lie at origin. ठीक है ना? Y में distance दोनों का same है, X में distance दोनों का same है, इसका positive इसका negative. So thus A and C are symmetric about origin when they are at rest, when basically initially, and when they have started moving. In both the cases it is symmetric about origin, so their center of mass will lie at origin. B and C, B and C, and first was C and B. तो सीधी सी बात हो गई. Here first, third and fourth option, first, second and fourth option, their masses, their center of mass is not lying at origin at all. So फिर तो हम बात ही नहीं कर सकते, सीधा हमारे पास आंसर क्या जाना चाहिए? A and C, जिसका शुरू में भी origin पे लाई कर रहा है and later also it will lie at the origin. Clear? Now question number A16. 3 identical spheres each of mass 1 kg are kept as shown in the figure, touching each other with their centers on a horizontal line, on a straight line. If their centers are marked P, Q and R respectively, the distance of center of mass the system from P origin is. So the system is something like this. We have 3 masses which are identical. This is P, Q and R. This is origin. And now we have to tell the distance of center of mass from the system, from the point P, which is origin. ये Y है, ये X है, and the spheres are identical. So let's say this is D or this is R, then this is R, R, R and R. So center of mass कहाँ पे lie करेगा? Simply this system is symmetric, ठीक है? Center of mass will lie here, but now we want to find out कि ऑप्शन किसमें करेक्ट आ रहा है. पी क्यू प्लस पी आर प्लस क्यू आर. सो बेसिकली फ्रॉम पी द सेंटर ऑफ मास इज लाइंग एट 2r डिस्टेंस. कहाँ पे लाई कर रहा है? 2r डिस्टेंस पे लाई कर रहा है. सो पी क्यू इज 2r प्लस पी आर इज r प्लस r प्लस r प्लस r. 4r प्लस क्यू आर इज 2r डिवाइडेड बाई 3. सो 4 प्लस 2 6 प्लस 2 8 by 3r. दिस इज रॉन्ग. Option 2, PQ plus PR. PQ is 2R, PR is 4R, so 6R divided by 3, so it is 2R. So second option is correct. One second option is correct. All other options are going to be wrong. देख लेते हैं PQ plus QR. PQ is 2R plus QR. QR is 2R divided by 3. 4R by 3 wrong. PR plus QR. PR plus QR. So PR plus QR divided by 3. So PR is 4R plus QR is 2R divided by 3. So this is 2R. So here this option is also correct. Fourth option is also correct. So here we have two option 2 as well as option 4 are correct if we are talking about the distance So there will be some change in the fourth option or in the second option, we'll see. Question number A17. A uniform square plate ABCD has a mass of 10 kg. If 2 point masses of 3 kg each are placed at the corners C and D as shown in the figure, then center of mass shifts to the point which lie on. So here we have initially, this is ABCD square. So their center of mass was lying at O origin initially. Now we have kept 3 kg and 3 kg here. This plate was of 10 kg and we have kept 3 kg here. Then center of mass will shift in which direction? So they have given the coordinates y dash, y, x and x dash. So the center of mass shifts to the point which lie on OC. OC की तरफ यहाँ कहीं शिफ्ट हो जाएगा सेंटर ऑफ मास? नो, इनिशियली इट वाज हियर एंड अब इस रीजन में मास बढ़ गया है तो इट विल शिफ्ट समवेयर हियर. इसका मतलब इट इज शिफ्टिंग ऑन OY. तो OY कहाँ है हमारे पास? थर्ड ऑप्शन में. सेकेंड ऑप्शन था OD, इधर शिफ्ट हो जाएगा? नो, सिमेट्रिक है ना. अबाउट x तो अबाउट y तो सिमेट्रिक है, जितना पॉजिटिव x में उतना ही नेगेटिव x में, तो सिर्फ इस लाइन में शिफ्टिंग होगी. ठीक, OY करेक्ट. OX मतलब ये यहाँ कहीं सेंटर ऑफ मास लाई करेगा? नो. क्या आएगा आंसर हमारे पास? OY विल बी द आंसर. थर्ड ऑप्शन इज द करेक्ट आंसर.